Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, Backstone Boxing. Now, man, my boy Guillermo Rigondeaux is fighting John Casimero, and this is a really big fight, man. Understand that John was supposed to be fighting Nonito Donaire, but Nonito Donaire pulled out of the fight because of an injury, and now Rigondeaux is taking Donaire's place, right? And he's doing it, and he's gonna. This is a big fight for the Philippines and Cuba. You know, there's another big fight happening as well with Cuba and the Philippines, and that's Manny Pacquiao and UGAS, right? And this is a really big fight, man. This Rigondeaux fight is setting the stage for the Pacquiao UGAS fight, and this will demoralize whatever country wins, right? Rigondeaux has always been a superstar in the sport of boxing. You know, the guy only has one loss, and that's when he went up 2 weight classes to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, right? He did whatever it took to fight Vasyl Lomachenko, and, you know, he came up short, but, you know, that's what happens when you go up 2 weight classes, right? It's extremely rare to go up 2 weight classes and beat one of the best pound for pound top fighters in the world. So, that being said, man, Rigondeaux and John, it's gonna be a really big fight, man. John is two-handed, a great explosive fighter. You know, has connections with Manny Pacquiao. Like I said earlier, Pacquiao actually promotes the guy, and you know, Pacquiao's style is a very hyper-aggressive style, which John, you could tell, catered to his style to be like Pacquiao's. Now, it's not exactly like Pacquiao's, but you know what I mean, that really aggressive style, right? Now, I've seen John outbox before, but the guy, he comes forward and he's relentless, man. He doesn't stop. You know, you hitting on a jab isn't going to stop because he's going to hit you with a hook or uppercut or a body shot. The guy's relentless, man. He's an extremely exciting fighter. And that being said, we're going to see how this whole thing plays out with Rigondeaux. Like I said earlier, this is setting the stage. Cuba versus Philippines for the Manny Pacquiao fight versus UGAS fight. You know, these last minute replacement fights, these are trap fights, man. These are pandemic fights. No one knew it was coming, and voila, it happened, right? Just like the UGAS Pacquiao fight. Errol Spence Jr. dropped out of the fight because of an eye injury, and bam, next thing you know, gets replaced with a Cuban. And this is a really big deal because Cubans are extremely elite. Understand that, you know, the Olympics just happened, and understand that the Cubans, they showed why they still remain elite, right? Now, that being said, you know, this year in the Olympics, in the men's tournament, Andy Cruz beat Keyshawn Davis in the Olympics, right? Another, you know, American versus a Cuban, you know, but Cuba shows why they have such a high pedigree. It's all about boxing with them. It's all about the fine science with them, right? And that being said, I understand that this is a really big deal for Cuba at the professional level because they always been known as the best amateurs in the world, and it was just proven this year, recently, August 7th when it happened, Cruz versus Davis in the Olympics. So that being said, man, understand that this fight right here, this is gonna be the reason Inoue, he's supposed to be unifying the division. He wants to have all the belts, and Rigondeaux is in his way. The guy has a WBO title, and understand that Inoue is gonna have to fight Rigondeaux. He's gonna have to see Rigondeaux to get that title. Now, there it was wild because they were talking about Inoue versus Nonito Donaire, but Donaire just pulled out with injury. So that being said, will Donaire be ready for Inoue, or will he still be dealing with his injury? Most likely he'll be dealing with his injury, and Rigondeaux is the next guy up to get all those titles. So this is gonna be a really big deal, man. Anyway, they keep saying this guy's top pound for pound fighter. Well, we gotta see him fight everyone in the division, and one of the guys having the belts is my boy Guillermo Rigondeaux with the WBO title. So, you know, that being said, you know, my boy Rigondeaux has had the WBO title since what, 2019, right? So that being said, you know, it's been 2 years now. You know, 2019 of April, right? So it's been over a year now, 2 years since he got the WBO title. So we're gonna have to see him to unify the division to become undisputed. You know, so we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. This sets the stage for the Philippines and Cuba. You know, this is a new rivalry now. Cubans versus the Philippines. The Philippines has been coming up lately. You know, they've been getting guidance from the all-time great Manny Pacquiao. And Rigondeaux, I'm pretty sure he's going for his guy, UGAS. And this is what I like to see, man. A fight before the main fight. You know, a battle before the war. You know, sometimes people say you can win the battle, but lose the war. You know, will this be one of those fights? Who knows? We're gonna see, man. This is definitely a 50-50 fight. You know, Rigondeaux is a great fighter, but he's been slowing down as of late. But if Rigondeaux is anything what he used to be, you know, he should be able to win this fight. But you know, this Filipino guy, he's super hyper aggressive. He'll go for the KO. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. This is gonna be a big fight, man. It's gonna be in California, in the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. So this is gonna be a big deal, man. West Coast, man. You know, ain't nothing like it. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. GeoBasket Empire. Peace.